and you're not going to be proficient with throwing a torch, so... So you throw it, get back in! You throw it, and you see it hit square in the back of this person's head.
Fucking got him.
And they just straight, like flat out on the ground.
Did you just kill the child?
We'll have to find out.
Previously on Consequences of Failure.
Our group of adventurers all met by chance at the 50th anniversary celebration of Alnwick's successful city defense against the army of automatons. There, they discovered that some caravans intended for the festival went missing, and after some time to enjoy the festivities, they were asked by the town of Alnwick to investigate and potentially put a stop to whatever was happening with those caravans. It was a growing number of the undead which was to blame, and the origin was near the town of Ashbourne. The party had to battle the evil figure with the purple glowing eyes. After destroying the corrupted necromancer, a dark gem in the shape of a heart fell from his body, which had turned itself into ash. Inside his cave was a magic circle, which I, Azula, was able to destroy after asking help from my god, or any being that watches over me. We headed back to Alnwick.
We were sent by the Alnwick officials to head to Ironpoint and talk to who names these people? Ridiculous. Anyway, to discover what this heart really is and destroy it if we could. Ka'Ra and I freak out as the Aether Elf demon and slayer lord of evil was looking particularly demonic and all enslaving and lord of evilish than usual as the priest does a ritual on her. The next day we picked up some emergency rations and horses. We got some horses, took a detour to Ashbourne to check in on the whole dwarven mine undead thing going on over there. Sat down for a nice cup of tea and I decided, I'll be nice, I'll help out, I'll fix a shield. But no, some crazy old lady decides she doesn't like loud noises, turns the town against us. We get kicked out and told never return.
On that note,
Where the fuck were we?
at the crossroads between Ashbourne and Ironpoint.
It was in the morning, wasn't it?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
We decided
You
to
got
leave
chased out of
early
town.
because we had such a good time. We didn't want to ruin our previous plans of the place.
Yeah,
We
it was
decided to
entirely
leave
your decision.
and never come back because we just don't want to sully our memories of that glorious place by going back and not liking it as much as we did the first time.
I mean, being chased out of town with like pitchforks and torches is going to sell you.
I didn't see a single pitchfork.
Except maybe when we went through the field.
So, it's the morning after.
Going out for a casual walk, leaving our friends behind so they can carry on with their lives without us.
Us?
I don't know what I say.
No, we were already walking up to you guys.
We heard them.
Yeah, we were in the bush, remember?
Yeah.
Keep going.
Oh, that's right, and I asked if I could ride with you.
I can't imagine why.
Oh, yes. You're just going to read back there, aren't you?
Essentially.
Basically.
I hate everyone and everything.
So does that mean you're making him ride by himself?
Yeah.
This is fine.
Okay.
Have you heard of a god named Shang? I don't know. Have I heard of a god named Shang?
Yes.
Yes. Do you happen by chance to know where a temple of his is in Dale?
No.
Oh no, weapon on the die.
No.
No, I don't know where a temple might be. Do you? That would be very interesting if you do. No, I am searching for it. There are arcs about when we're in Ironpoint, I think. Oh, you're looking for another god. Good for you. It's about time you switch it up. No,
that's not how it's going.
That's your opinion.
Why, how many is that now?
3.
3?
Maybe 4.
She gets around it.
Only follow them by eye. And
Who's that? Do you mean Zande Are? When do you get started in Turkey with?
It's fine, don't worry about it.
Yeah.
Let's call him Sonny Barry.
Sunny Baza.
Sorry, guys. Stay on it, son.
We love you.
You had one session where you got it right.
I guess they haunt you too.
I found the 4 of hearts.
Nice.
are you playing cards back there?
No. Just 4 dead things over there.
No,
Why are
I
you carrying
need, I would like to find the temple so I can ask people of their order about something that I need fixed, perhaps.
Okay.
Yeah, so if...
Does it have anything to do with that circle you had, the priest?
Do you mean... do you mean this circle?
Oh, that too, yes.
What other circle?
The one with the candles in the church, and your eyes were glowing black like a demon's.
Sorry, what?
And your priest was like white and sweaty, like...
That's just how priests look.
You were doing some kind of ritual with your church man, priest, high leader.
We were.
Yes.
I wasn't aware that you saw any of that, or that my eyes went black.
Oh yeah, no, we came in and we decided swiftly to leave. We decided that we didn't want to play any more demon babies today.
It's the Simpsons meme of
I wasn't aware that that it was that bad. But it is
don't
one of the
worry.
reasons I am trying to find them.
The priest said that he knew that you... we may have went to check with him. As you may not have noticed us in the bushes.
I was curious about that, yes.
We were a little bit unnerved by the fact that you were in a dark room with glowing candlelight and spoopy dark black eyes, as your priest looked like he was... I don't know how to describe that. Pretty much. I'm imagining this is a quiet conversation.
Oh yes,
we're
when our
having.
horses were going, yes.
So you're having this horse driving?
Yes.
Riding.
Right, yes.
Steal the horse.
Unless they wanted to do something before we left.
We'd already pretty much gotten on and about to leave when we ended the last session, so.
Yeah. Yes, we wanted to check in relation to that, the effect that it could potentially have on us as a party and what we needed to do. And your priest asked us to take care of you.
But not to be killed.
But not to kill you, but just for reference. He said take care of, not take care of her. If that helps. There was slight confusion at first.
I wouldn't have expected him to say this, the other one.
Well, he literally just got us to kill a baby on the church thing. I wanted to clarify with him just in case.
Well, if that was the case, I think he would have perhaps asked that wizard when we were the one that was next door. I needed to be getting rid of.
Don't worry, you don't need to worry about it. He explicitly told us that we are not to try and kill you unless we have to. Which he doesn't want us to.
Right. Well,
Unless we have to.
It's okay. You're less demon than the baby.
I'm not a demon.
Debatable.
I'm not a demon.
Debatable. But it's okay. I would be very interested in finding a church to this god because I do like knowledge. And also, I have been requested by a holy man. I don't know how much stock I place in that yet, but I'm thinking about it. Anyway, I've been asked to look out for you, and that is what I am going to do.
Well, let me make my case if you need to get rid of me, or attempt to.
Is this for me to kill you? I'm sorry, I just told you I don't want to kill you. Are you trying to convince me now?
No, because you said, unless you had to, meaning that you think I'm a demon. So if you think you have to because I've become all demonic,
no,
I'd rather you have a discussion with me first
yeah,
before you attempt anything.
Of course. If you have your normal low-level purple demonic eyes, that is fine. If they go black and whatever
Well, glowing black doesn't necessarily mean that it is demonic.
No, but when your high priest says that there's a dark entity connected to that he doesn't know what it is, he's kind of a little bit unnerving.
He told you that as well, did he?
A little bit. He said that there is something connected to you, that we are not in imminent danger as far as he's aware, but we need to work out what it is that is watching you. Over you, sorry.
It's a goblin.
Could be. You never know.
And your brother and Lucille, do they also know about this?
My brother knows as much as he retained from the conversation. His main takeaway was here's where the misunderstanding of the taking care of you came from.
Right.
Building relationships, yeah.
Making friends left, right, and behind us.
But somehow your charisma's higher than mine.
Yeah. Don't even know that.
Hey, and that's why I'm not tactful about this. Don't worry, he didn't tell us to kill you. We did check though. Yeah.
Well, I preferred if we didn't tell Lucille as yet.
Because she might just do it.
Oh, don't worry. Also, as much as we refer to you as a demon lady, it's merely more of a translation of the goblin term that we have for your people. I understand that in your natural tongue, demons are a slightly different form of entity. Don't worry, you're
Also
a lesser
quite
being.
offensive because of my religious being.
Really?
To be called a demon when I'm trying to serve gods who we are against the demons.
So
yes.
is it only if it's God that's against the demons? Okay, so just theologically speaking, is it offensive to call someone a demon if the god that they worship is an evil god that like demons?
Rock religion.
Roll philosophy. Society, actually. Personal interpretation at that point.
What is it, society? How is my society that?
What do you mean?
My society's +8.
Well, yeah.
Intelligence and entrained.
Oh, okay. That's 24 in the Roll Society. Wait, yeah, 24.
Yeah, you would know that calling her a demon would be particularly offensive.
Oh,
As soon as she stops having a name, we'll stop. Yeah.
You're not there.
He's there, sort of.
Yay!
He's
awesome.
He's probably.
Mm-hmm.
He goes to the front or the back, or in the middle.
You would be at the front, I would imagine, because you're the best.
I might be asleep though. Just letting the horse do its thing while I kind of.
We'd probably be at the back then. Yeah.
Yeah.
We're avoiding you. Well, I'm avoiding you.
Yeah, see, the thing is, if he's in the middle and then we're at the back, it means all I can see is the back of you, and if I turn around, I can't see him, so I'm good. Less likely to go into a rage. Ignoring the fact that I probably contributed horribly to that by running into the tavern covered in blood. But that's not the point.
So what you're saying is you only tried to help.
Yeah, the thing was I was actually trying to help.
I mean,
Yeah.
Oh, don't worry about it.
Alright. I will explicitly remember that you are not a demon.
I would appreciate that, and your brother.
Wonderful. I will continue to inform people that you are not a demon.
Okay.
And
But she is a princess.
okay, just double check it. Are you a princess? Yeah. There's been some discussion amongst the group.
I am not the princess.
Sounds like something a disgraced princess would say.
Not a princess.
Totally a princess.
2 princesses in one group.
Yep. Okay, so the day sort of wears on a bit.
Bonding
Lucille.
moments.
Probably, being at the front though, still, rotating through her eyes as to which one's open and which one's closed while she's napping. Somebody roll me a D100.
here we go, boys and girls.
No, not an allowed one!
Well, that's right, Bobby, I couldn't hear you.
So annoying.
82.
82.
That's an 8 and a 2.
Okay.
Did I do good? This is a beholder pocket sand.
Okay.
1%.
I noticed.
That's,
Dick cheese.
at the time.
There it is, that's what it looks
Yeah,
like.
there you go.
So the day wears on and you continue your travel. It's a fairly uneventful day. There's no rain. It's sunny, but it's not hot. So it's it's just a fairly standard day in this area of the
Digging around
this
trying
part
to
of the world.
stand up while I ride. We've got nothing better to do.
Well, I mean, your legs are too short for the stirrups.
Yeah,
So
anyway.
yeah. But yeah, the countryside slowly passes by as you guys make your way closer towards Ironpoint. But it gets to that time of the evening where it's it's getting late afternoon, early evening, and you probably figure it's time to stop. Make camp for the night, whatnot.
My feet are getting sore.
No, I think as punishment, well,
You what?
do others agree with me that we need some sort of punishment for the actions of Kak'Kra'Ran?
I promise never to help anyone ever again. Does that help?
No.
I think as the princess of the group, of the larger stature than Princess Sparkles.
I'm not repeating that.
Sorry, I went to say that. I'm sorry, Princess Sparkles.
I do not like you, Princess Sparkles.
She is displeased.
So am I.
I believe that the punishment should be chosen by, well, the princess of the group. And I just Princess Sparkles. I'm backtracking here.
Well, I was thinking that we could have a discussion about it all together. Princess Sparkles, do you have any recommendations as punishment for Kak'Kra'Ran?
I have rations for you. Be nice.
Kak'Kra'Ran, you're trying to bribe her.
I'm not trying, I'm succeeding.
That's what you think.
Yeah, that's what I said.
I'm sure she gets fresher meat from Lucille and you. When you go hunting and stuff.
Oh, I was
The
gonna
other
say, she
one-
does bite me a lot.
You've lost like a good quarter of your ear.
Oh,
Just
like
along
this one.
here. Just a big gouge under the underboob.
Oh dear.
It's like, no, it's fine. She's not diseased.
Probably.
Probably.
Most likely.
There's a moderate chance. She was a sewer rat at one point.
Yep.
Yes.
I Alright, I'll just relay you the information. And by that I mean she's too fucking lazy to get. Ow! Final count of record sharp already. She said that you need a bucket and a bunch of rats and something like hot, like a poker or something, and you need to tie him to a rock or a tree, put the bucket of rats up against his midsection, and heat up the bottom of the bucket.
No. I know this one. No.
Oh, I don't. What does that do? I mean, that's very bad.
Well, if we can't pick up bucket, make it those black sides. I'm okay with this.
We had a bucket.
Once upon a time.
Okay then,
It's full of head.
the option A from First Princess is
Death.
amenable. What is
Very painful death.
what does the Elven Princess recommend?
Well, I recommend community service, and the only community we have right now is to us. So,
The old demon slaver coming out again.
She's not a demon.
when you get back to the church, I recommend that you do many, many hours of volunteering.
Just so I'm aware, you guys are setting up camp while this is happening.
Yes.
Okay, no worries.
Yes. Well, I'm about to say that I think you should do most of the setting up of the camp.
I mean, you remember what happened last time I tried to help, right?
No.
It was very bad, apparently.
That will not get you out of this.
Alright.
Go collect the wood. Or fire.
How are you on full HP?
Didn't we sleep last night?
Yeah.
I only lost one.
What does his heel look like, sir?
Well, it's pretty manual.
I mean, what's left of it?
Yeah.
You ever seen a chicken's foot?
So at this point, you've been tasked with going to find wood for the campfire.
Alright, sure.
No worries.
I'll go for wander.
Are we in forest or plains at the moment?
It'd be relatively open, but there would be a stand of trees that you'd be probably using as some shelter for the night.
Ka'Ra, I also have you as partial blame for this.
Oops.
She did see you coming up the stairs.
Ah, sure. Yeah.
You were covered in blood.
Yes. Do you think that it's correct that you should accept some responsibility as well?
I told her what tea it was. She knew what tea it was. She agreed to drink the tea. That is informed consent. It's not my fault I was high as well. She chose to drink it with me.
Yes, but you knew your brother.
And last time he drank the tea, he sat in the corner and stared at the fiery lights. I didn't think he was going to go and pretend. Wait, are you holding me responsible for his actions? Is that really what we're doing
Good
now?
point, yes. I hold myself responsible for a whole party's actions. And so,
So we need
You
to
need-
discuss your community service. then.
my community service is looking after you all.
Ah! You're doing a piss poor job, sweetheart.
I know. Why do you think I spent most of my money doing recomping?
Recompensation?
That's the word.
Just
Recompensation.
Recompense is
That's-
the word you're looking for.
That one too. Yes.
Yes, I also did the same.
I should have stolen more apples.
I'm sorry, what?
Huh?
What are you doing whilst all this is happening?
Probably look for something to feed the horses.
Yeah.
Find a food. Ooh. We got 19 on the die.
Nice. So you not only find food for the horses, basically, you know, nice area where they can graze for an hour or two. But whilst you're doing that, you also find a couple of rabbits grazing in the same sort of area, and you quick use of the axe, and you're able to get them for the evening. Basically.
How did I do that? Yeah, good point.
But yeah, so that'll serve to help bolster your rations for the evening.
Should I keep the rabbit skins? Yeah, okay, fair enough. Just the rabbit heads, apparently.
Okay. No worries.
Oh,
What a pauldron on the side.
Oh, it's the blockades of defense.
Yeah.
I need another level already.
Okay, so I want Lucille and Kak'Kra'Ran to both roll me a perception test.
Oh, good.
Woo!
13.
Oh, yeah, good.
I rolled 4.
I didn't hear what you said, so I'm going to roll again.
What was the first one?
5 total. 2 plus 3.
No worries. So what else is happening?
Well, we're still having this discussion about responsibility.
I feel like this may have devolved into a theological debate about consent. And who, at the end of the day, is responsible for whose versus their own actions.
I was going with the point of you also were one of the culprits for her being scared the way you showed up in the tavern.
I was trying to calm her down.
And as your brother said, you had the best intention, but you didn't think it through enough, and those have consequences.
Yes, I'm a bard from a perfectly good town.
I mean, as towns go, that we're pretty alright.
Yeah. But we're not necessarily barred from it permanently.
You are for the moment, at least.
I'm not. Until I speak.
Okay.
You don't know that you are.
No. It's like, I'm only barred from there until I open my mouth.
And trust me, I pay my community service every single day.
Yes, because you say that you are to look after this chosen one, your brother.
That is my task now.
So then, would this not also be a responsibility for you on your brother's actions?
I feel like it's your turn. You look after him.
I
I'm
had
taking the
no.
night off.
If consequence comes to him, it is not on me.
You already had the night off.
But yeah, I try to have one night off where I can relax and it all goes to shit.
I mean, you were the instigator of that whole thing.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I just was not expecting.
And that's where we
This.
messed up. I was not expecting. Well, that's where we failed.
Yeah. Sorry, I should have known that sharing a tea with an old lady would result in a mental breakdown because of demons in her household. That is clearly the logical rationale.
Should have taken it to the pub and gotten everyone in on it.
Exactly. It's the only logical conclusion.
Yeah, that way everyone goes insane and you can't be blamed.
Yeah, that's fine until you call the birds back and instead of it being demons, it's the bird army.
You guys are just having this conversation
Yeah.
whilst you're setting up camp. It'd probably be about that point where Lucille would come back with the couple of rabbits.
Is there a fire going yet?
No, not yet.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
The idiot hasn't come back with the wood yet.
What? We're in a scopes of trees.
Come up with a single stick that is in fact wood. And exactly what you asked me to get.
That's a good stick. You can hit things with that.
I'm just saying shit. I don't know what's going on.
I was like,
Roll me a
alright.
perception test. No.
Oh.
Kelly.
I saw you pointed this direction.
Sorry.
Perception.
Perception.
Oh, perception.
Perception.
That makes
Deceive
more
not
sense to
yourself.
us.
Perception.
It's a 13.
13? Okay. So yeah, you see Kak'Kra'Ran walk back in holding one okay looking stick, I guess. It's, probably about yay long. Good for probably whipping someone.
It's like 2 hands for me.
Yeah, but it's still, it's like too flexible for you to use as like quarterstaff or anything like that.
Kak'Kra'Ran,
Here's your wood.
we need enough for a fire, obviously.
You didn't say that earlier, you said go get some wood.
It is implied.
What is?
We need wood for the fire.
You just said get wood, you didn't say what for. I thought you wanted to make like a stick or a fishing rod or something. Speaking of which, this would actually be pretty good for a fishing rod. It's
Can
very
I use
good.
my coerce on him? And just go like real.
Yes, coerce the idiots.
Yes. Because I feel like, for me, that you're not being an idiot. For me, you're just being facetious.
Pedantic.
No.
I'm being myself at this
But
Pain in the ass.
Argumentative?
yeah, he's doing
Petulant.
it not out of
Petulant is
stupidity,
probably
but
the
out
correct
of
word, yes.
He's being
Okay.
purposely difficult.
yes. Oh boy. It's alright. I played this for a personal group.
It's fine, don't worry about it.
That's alright. Is this where you proceed to give him a dressing down?
He's not wearing much, it shouldn't take you long.
No.
I'm chiding him like a child.
That's fair.
He is.
I already got a switch.
A whacking stick.
Yeah, it's a flexible stick that you smack it with.
Right.
Usually.
Usually children.
Back in the day.
Street urchins.
Kak'Kra'Ran, we need you to get enough wood for us to have a fire tonight. Do you want to be warm tonight?
What's the weather like?
It's nice, but it's always a lot colder here than you're used to. So you need a fire most nights simply because, you know, you're used to the desert.
Yeah, I was hoping to be real spiteful.
No.
Look, I'm fine without a fire. Lucille will be fine without a fire. It will be you who suffers.
Next time go say gather firewood, so just wood. Drop a stick in it. Silly thing.
What was that?
Yeah, very pretty eyes. For a demon.
Sharp
It's
again.
like
A rabbit.
Yep.
Oh. Wait. Rabbit. Fuck.
still on fire.
I've got to clean and skin them first.
Pretty old. You put it on there wholesale.
Yep.
Yep. It's fine, don't worry about it. What could possibly go wrong?
Oh, good
Princess
God.
Sparkles can eat them.
And as someone who doesn't really know that much about it, I'm like, looking at it, being like,
Something about that just looks off compared to what Lucille normally does.
Yeah.
Why don't you skin them like you normally do?
But they
It's
know what they're doing.
bollocks.
Maybe they're trying something else.
It's like, this is yours. Eat them. Like, what? Do you what you want? Fine, we'll cook them first. No, alright, fine, whatever. Out. Out.
No worries.
Knife. Clear off a stump, maybe.
There wouldn't be any stumps, but there'd probably be a decent sized rock around that you'd be able to use for something.
That'll work. Right. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, you'll be fine. Don't eat this.
Oh, it's special for Princess Sparkles. Understood.
Yeah, this is a meal for a princess.
Is it any good?
I was lying very badly.
Yes.
Okay.
Floxy would like to know if she's princess enough to dine on what Princess Sparkles is eating.
What do you think? She said, no, it'll be a bit shit.
Yeah, well, fair.
Yes.
So yes, I know what fucked it up. I'm very much aware of that. Shut up already. It took me more for you. Oh, now you're pleased.
Right, this time I'll actually try and get some firewood.
Okay.
Here we go, boys. Bigger than 2. Well, it is in fact bigger than 2. That's a total of 6 this time instead of 5. Good.
For 2 sticks.
Like I said, I haven't rolled anything below a 1. Nothing above a 5, but nothing below a 1.
Okay, so you spend probably a good hour searching through the forest, trying to find firewood. You come back, you eventually get like a full, you know, armload of firewood. But yeah, it's all
Mostly acorns, semi-dried grass, and some pretty green-looking sticks.
It's not great. Suboptimal at the best. After about an hour, Kak'Kra'Ran comes back with the most dismal looking pile of firewood you've ever seen.
Did you want to cook things? Is that what you're trying to do?
We were originally going to try and cook some rabbits, but because Lucille is also still half asleep from being awake for the vast majority of the night, she may have accidentally contaminated the rabbits with the rabbits.
Never mind.
But eventually, I'm assuming you would just all give up waiting for Kak'Kra'Ran and sort of go about the business of building your own fire.
Maybe. I'm too busy being berated by a very unpleasant rat.
No, I'm doing what I said. If he can't create a fire, then there's not going to be a fire for him. He needs no punishment. I'm fine without it. I can go at night. I'm used to this weather.
No dramas.
I'm sure Lucille's fine.
What are you doing?
Ka'Ra has magic.
Well, I imagine since we're like setting up, I'd probably help you take off your armor and stuff. And
Well, we're still having the philosophical debate about
I feel like at this point it's like because I did pay reparation to the family and I am doing things for the good of people and I am like I was told by your priest to watch out for you, which is another form of community service as well as trying to keep you out of trouble. So now it's like devolved into what level of like how community service affects one's punishments and like just this whole theological debate on what is and isn't reparation enough for something. But yeah, I'd help you take your armor and that off and prestidigitation you clean, because I know you'd asked in the past for me to do that.
That does make me nicer. Yes.
Okay, so whilst all that's happening, roll a perception test.
18.
Alright.
Now the question is, how do we make Kak'Kra'Ran understand?
Not to help it.
That-
Oh, he's got no
Like, to have more foresight about what his actions, the consequence, what they can be. Because any of us knowing that her being drugged in a house that
Choosing to get high.
choosing to get high
Thank
in
you.
a house and then making these type of noises in that house that previous trauma had occurred is a bad idea.
Yes.
We know this.
Yes.
How do we get him to have more foresight about these things so we don't have these troubles yet again? Like, he's not a bad person. He hasn't done anything bad. It's just the consequences.
I believe if you have a very large amount of money, there is a thing called the circlet of wisdom.
Huh. I was hoping more of a quick fix.
Yeah, don't worry about doing it properly, just patch her up and send her off.
Yeah.
That is in fact that.
Look, we are not the wise people. I can attest to that both for myself as well as Kak'Kra'Ran. But if you find the answer to this question, I will be eternally grateful.
Yes, well, I was thinking since you know him so well, perhaps you've had some things at work.
Don't worry, he's well aware that he fucked up.
Is he?
He doesn't necessarily know what it is that he did wrong, but he is aware that he should feel bad about something.
Like a cat that's getting hit for some reason.
Yeah. Cat, oh, I did something wrong, I don't know what it was.
But now I'm angry at everyone.
It's exactly like a cat. Goblins and cats. Almost like
I am going to claim that I did that entirely on purpose and that was my plan all along, and none of you can prove otherwise.
Alright, roll one last survival test to see if you can get
Survival specifically, or can I
a
use
survival specifically this time.
God,
Natural 20.
no. Well, it's better, so that is, it's a 14.
A 14.
Yeah, 15 minus 1.
You do spend some time going around finding a little bit better firewood, and eventually at about probably as it's well after, the fall of night at this point, but you do finally get a fire going.
Well, good job, Kak'Kra'Ran. You get to be warm tonight. Lucille, did you have any food that I saw some rabbits before. Did you cook them?
Let's just say they're not fit for non-rat consumption.
Oh, could you educate me on why?
Okay, so. You know how when you cut something open, all the shit comes out? Or,
No.
right, so. I will present you with the evidence in question. He's red like a rabbit. Probably not a good idea right now. Shut up. Right, so. Here's a rabbit. What's left of the rabbit after I've already skinned and gutted it. You see this bit right here, this squiggly thing.
Yes.
Yeah. So when food goes in here
Yes.
and it comes out the other end,
Yes.
it's got to go through this kind of tube first.
Right.
Right, you see how there's like a whole bunch of holes through it?
Yep.
Yeah. When that happens, and it's still inside the animal, all the stuff that was inside the tube ends up touching the parts you want to
Yes,
eat.
and then this one's open, which is why it smells so horrid, right?
It just smells like a rabbit, yeah. But yes, that is what rabbits smell like.
Yes. Smells almost as bad as Kak'Kra'Ran.
No, it doesn't.
I'm sorry.
He just carries it with him, doesn't use it. He doesn't actually use it.
I've used it twice.
Once.
Twice.
It's rained twice, therefore I've used it twice.
So,
Yes.
Does that mean you
Eat
never
that.
bathe?
no. And the thing is, it happened with both of them.
Bathe.
No,
I shower when it rains.
and that
Yeah,
happens
what about the
when...
desert?
When you
about
get the order of operations wrong when it comes to dressing a rabbit, or undressing a rabbit, I guess is probably more accurate here. That's killing. No, not the killing. That's the part where you remove the meat from the rest of it.
Right.
So you're supposed to do where you remove the skin, you cut over the inside, you remove all the stuff that you don't eat, and then you put a stick through it, and then put it on the fire to cook it.
Yes.
But you get hazard a guess at where I may have gotten things wrong.
I did see you just grab a stick and push it through.
That is the
rabbit.
point where I messed up.
Are you okay, Lucille? You've been a bit,
Angry?
Well, no.
Just something.
No, that's their usual.
It's not
no,
distemper, that's fairly normal.
No, that's normal, yes. I meant, like, tired?
What?
You seem a bit tired today?
Yes?
Did you sleep alright last night?
No. Yes? I don't know.
Right. Well, perhaps we'll let Kak'Kra'Ran take your shift, since he still needs to make up for...
I don't think he's going to be able to fix this.
No, I meant your shift.
Oh, shifts.
Shift, yes, for tonight, yes.
Shift. Right,
Yes,
my
that
man.
one, yes.
I was close. So I have a broad eyelash.
Kak'Kra'Ran, tonight we're doing double shift for watch.
I've only got so much intestine.
Shift.
Also, maybe that Lucille is just upset at the fact that we were banished from a town.
No,
What?
we're talking about how they were tired.
Oh, okay. Well, that's fine then.
Back up. What are we talking about?
Didn't Kak'Kra'Ran tell you?
Tell me what.
Kak'Kra'Ran, I think this is a great,
Oh, okay then. I'm
Yes.
going back to my book.
In the dark.
That's a fire.
There's a fire.
Okay.
Yeah. He did eventually get a fire going.
I think this is, this is up to you, your responsibility. Please tell Lucille what happened.
I tried to fix a shield.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, the lady went crazy.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, she tried to help, but it was covered in blood and scary. And then everyone sort of tried to kill me or something. I don't know. We got kicked out.
Is
I
that,
mean, that's bound to happen.
is that really what happened in your head, Kak'Kra'Ran? You don't have any other details?
That's not what happened in my head. That's what happened at the town room, but that's why we had to leave. You were there, weren't you? Or you weren't there?
That might be
You were
all he
there.
actually remembers because he wasn't there when they were banished.
I told you so.
There is more detail to this, Lucille.
I'm sure there is, but it's very early and I
Oh,
don't
well,
know.
alright, fine. We had some tea. I went to the back room to try
What
and
type
fix the
of
shit. It was this specialty.
What
What does
last
this
time?
specialty do?
Well, last time it was lots of pretty lights, this time it was nothing. So we had tea,
So it
but
makes
then I
one
went out the
eye.
back to fix a shield.
Okay, we'll talk about this tomorrow. Lucille is too tired for it.
Make up your mind.
Alright, well you're on,
I'll take my first shit in your bed, keep going. What?
He's threatening to shit in your bed to establish dominance.
Only the pillow. No, you pop some-
Ka'Ra, what do you do in this situation?
Sleep somewhere else.
Clearly, you must establish dominance first. You're larger than him. Clearly, you can produce a larger form of defecation.
I'm doing 2 tonight, remember?
This is true. You need to perform at least. Look, the way you establish dominance does not have to be in the same way that goblins establish dominance. You just simply need to find a way to establish your dominance.
I can think of 2 ways.
I can think of at least 3.
I'll
Yeah.
think of 2 immediate ones.
Yeah, I can do at least 3.
One involves a whip, and the other one involves horse's rear end.
I do have a whip,
Yeah.
but I'm not doing that.
See, we'll have a go. And badly nervous, and I'm quietly confident.
Smoke stick.
My mental image was choke slamming into a tree with shit in his bed.
I will be doing neither of those.
But I'm not saying those out loud, but yeah, just thinking, man, that's what that do.
I am being tested greatly, aren't I?
Yes.
Pretty much.
So far, you're rated at a C+.
This is a good challenge
It
C+
is.
for challenge plus.
for my future. Right. Okay.
There's probably a giant horse turret over there, like the horses. Probably, probably several.
Yes. You know what? What was it that you were threatening before?
I'm going to take my shift in your bed. That way you can't sleep, because I'll be there. I'll have to sleep somewhere else.
That's a lie. He was threatening to take a shit in there.
That's not what I said.
That's what you meant.
I can't prove that.
I don't need to prove anything. I
Kak'Kra'ran's just having an existential. Can she finally read my mind?
She doesn't need to prove it, so she says it just happens.
I am not attempting to
Out of
help
body experience.
discipline him, and it's like, this is your turn.
I know.
Your turn. I will give you the information required, and you can go from there. Just
Ka'Ra, do you have a trap of any kind? A magic trap or so? Whispering, you don't hear me go.
Oh, don't I?
No.
Perception test.
Well, I probably don't then. Huh? 18.
An 18 you would. Unfortunate.
Not that I'm going to let you know it, I'm going to listen though.
what form of threat?
Well, if he was to attempt to get into my bedroll, what, is there a trap of some sort that would stop him?
Do you have a snake?
No,
Can you acquire a snake?
I don't think so.
A scorpion would also work.
I don't think we're in the right area.
A particularly venomous spider.
1 cubic foot spider.
I think the best we've got is perhaps a Princess Spark.
Could you bribe Princess Sparkles to attack him if he tries to get into your thing?
That is a possibility.
Maybe provide her with the bucket that she asked for.
Wouldn't go that far. Unless it's a bucket of food, I can do that.
Yes, but maybe she might be personally pleased by the fact that you took her idea on board and involves both the rat and the bucket.
Do you think? I don't know much about rats.
I don't think of her as a rat, think of her as a princess that you need to appease. That is what she is.
I've done that before.
What, your sisters?
I'm not a princess.
Well, if you're not a demon,
Not
then you're
anymore.
something important.
I'm just a worshipper.
Demons.
I didn't say anything.
Oh, you didn't have to. Right.
Also, Lucille's idea of Toko's shit is a very good idea.
Yes, I would like to take that on board, but he said that he's going to go in my bedroll. Which means even if I do something to his bedroll, it actually might provoke him more to go into my bedroll.
Well, he can't get into your bedroll if you're in it.
You're right. And on my shift, I will take it with me.
Yes.
Yes. You're right. You're an intelligent goblin.
Also,
I don't think you'll be able to, Kak'Kra'Ran. Anyway, you have the first shift and the second.
Yeah, that works out fine actually.
Actually, no, wait.
Not too late.
I would need the first shift.
No, you
It
should have
gives
thought
me
of that.
4
Not too late.
hours. Well, then you'll just take 3. I'm doing the first one.
Yes.
Well, my bedroll is rolled up and with me.
That's fine.
Okay.
Concern.
Always, this bedroll was awfully short.
Wake up. What do you mean I'm...
Also, if you bet a notch into easier, that can also help establish dominance.
I need something that's not, so violent.
Oh. Good luck then.
Okay, so the order of watch for tonight is...
Me first, because I need stuff for my...
Yep.
Yeah.
Then Kak'Kra'Ran for the middle 2, and then Ka'Ra for the last one.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So, perception test.
Ooh. 13.
Okay.
No, 14.
No worries. So, your shift pass without much incident. It's a fairly, like I said, fairly temporary evening. There's not much really going on.
Bedroll is with me. I unrolled it again and put it with me.
No worries. Are you sleeping for the first
Can I do a quick little stealth check?
You can certainly try.
Oh, what's that? 21.
Yep.
That's very high, isn't it?
So what are you doing?
I'll let you know.
No worries. Alright. Nothing seems to really happen though.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Gets to the end of the shift and you're due to wake up Kak'Kra'Ran. Are you in your bread roll at the end of her shift?
A
Yes.
bread roll.
Yes.
Bread roll.
A bread roll, hey?
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
it's like a bed roll but smaller.
I'm gonna go sleep.
No worries. Ah, there it is. Okay.
Well, I wake him up. Kak'Kra'Ran, it's your turn. Just remember, we do have a long trip to Ironpoint. So don't start anything.
I just started to watch. So you're saying I should go back to bed? Okay.
No,
Let's find out rolls back over.
That'd be starting something.
Yeah. No,
Up,
fine,
Kak'Kra'ran.
I got one go.
Alright. I unroll my bedroll.
Mm-hmm.
Close. You guys like we have a fire and then you guys are all close around it. Sort
Yes.
of vibe. That's our usual
Usual.
thing, or do you do something different? Is there any trees all the way in the plain?
No, there's trees.
You're gonna sleep on a tree?
Not the first time.
No.
I want to sleep up in the tree.
You just have a look around, you're like, I'm not comfortable with any of this, and then just climb.
Taking my
one of the-
bedroll
yeah,
with me.
Climb one of the trees, tie
And-
yourself up.
Yep.
Being quiet, sneaking from down near the fire.
Alright, roll me your first perception check.
Oh. Nice.
Nice.
Well, I can't be as good as perception.
Yeah. So the first 3 hours passes without any kind of incident. Fairly standard watch. It's quiet. Not like dead quiet, but just the standard quiet. You can hear, night birds and insects and whatnot. What do you get for your second watch?
18 total.
18 total.
15 plus 3. I'm not sure.
Okay. So, as you're standing there, you're looking out, around, looking into the darkness and whatnot. You sort of like probably patrolling around the outside of the camp.
Stretch the old legs.
Yeah.
As you do.
As you're walking past one of the trees and you're sort of looking out just past where the light of the campfire sort of reaches and you're seeing into like the darkness where, Lucille would have trouble seeing, but you're fine because you've got dark vision. You see poking out from behind one of the trees is like a little arm.
A little arm.
Yes.
Just one.
Just
Like
a humanoid arm?
out from behind the tree just like that.
I'm gonna sneak up and investigate.
I'll start
Nice
this.
and quiet, like.
Yep.
What was my stealth? I think it was like +8, wasn't it?
That sounds about right.
That sounds right. It's either 7 or 8, one of the two.
Mm-hmm.
It is in fact 8.
Mm-hmm.
Same as my thievery. It's still a 12, I guess. It's not great, but it's, you know.
Maybe you should have had to roll in this.
Maybe, yeah.
No!
So as you're making your way out there quietly, you're like focusing entirely on the arm to see if there's any movements or anything like that. And as you do, you hear the sounds of a twig under your foot as you accidentally stand on it, and it snaps. And you see like there's a jolt, and then it disappears behind the tree. What are you doing?
I'm gonna light a torch.
Alright, so you reach back and grab a torch out of your backpack.
Yep, and
As you do that, you see a little figure dart out from behind the tree and try and make its way away into the darkness.
I lob the torch. I don't know if I've got lit or not, but I'm lobbing it.
It's not lit.
It's in my hand. I'm like,
Roll a ranged attack. Because remember, it's proficiency with weapons, and you're not going to be proficient with throwing a torch, so at this point it's basically just your dex.
So it's +4 then.
Basically.
Alright, that's alright. Well, I mean, it's not great, but it could be worse. Oh my god, 13.
That's good. Oh yeah, so you throw it, get back in! You throw it, and you hear it hit square in the back of this person's head,
Fucking got him.
and they just straight, like flat out on the ground.
You just killed a child.
We're about to find out.
You quickly make your way over,
Yep.
and there is in fact what looks to be a 6-year-old male child lying on the ground.
It's a trap.
I'm gonna drag it back to the fire. I'm gonna pick up.
Grab the leg and snap it.
I'm gonna pick up my torch first,
You okay?
and then I'm gonna go back to the fire. So I
Okay.
can see it better.
So you start dragging it back to the fire by the leg.
I should have tied it up, but yeah, here we are.
Now, I just want to confirm though, you are just grabbing like the foot at the ankle and just starting to
Is it
drag.
wearing a shirt?
It's wearing what looks like a very torn and worn up nightgown. You know, like the white that looks kind of like a dress.
Wiggly winky.
It is an
Yeah.
actual shift.
Yeah,
It's when it goes.
So it's torn.
very and dirty.
How does dark vision work? Am I able to perceive colour, or is it just...
No colour, you can just see black and white. You can see colour if there's light. Where you are at the moment, it's complete
light.
darkness, so you can't see any colour at the moment.
Huh. Alright. Because the zombies are always tattered and torn, but they don't usually move this quick.
No, very much not.
Alright. Is it face down?
Yes.
And it's a child, so it's a bit smaller than I am, yeah?
No, it's about it's a little bit shorter than you would be standing up. So it could be like a halfling or a gnome. Though it has non-pointy ears, so you
Alright,
get
but it's smaller than me.
a little bit, yeah.
Alright,
Probably
that's
like a
fine.
couple inches.
I'm gonna do a quick scan around
Yep.
to see if there's another one. Do you want to roll perception again?
Yep.
I'm going for the last one. So here we go. That is an improvement. I got an 11 that time.
Nothing.
Cool. I'll put the old knee in the shoulder blade so it can't get up and I'll light the torch.
Okay.
Yeah.
On the
As
back of its head.
Wakey, motherfucker. No, like.
so, as you've got your knee in its back and you're there, like striking the flint and steel to light the torch, it starts struggling underneath your knee. It's not saying anything, but it's making like grunting and like whining noises.
I mean,
This is literally how you kill someone.
I'm lighting the torch so I can see it better.
Yep.
Yeah.
So it takes you a couple of seconds to light the torch, but you're fairly practiced at it, it's not very difficult. So after a couple of seconds, the torch lights, you put the flint steel away, you sort of hold the torch up a little bit to get a bit more light in the area, and you can see it looks like a human child. Blood, from where you've hit it on the back of the head,
No,
but there's also an older wound around the front that you can just sort of see, because it's like got its head kind of turned towards where the light is. You see it's trying to like hide its eyes because it's not really used to the light at the moment, but you can see there's blood that is from an open wound that has since dried.
So there's probably something else around. How does it look like emaciated at all, or is it just dirty?
Covered in
Yes.
dirt and filth. blood, dry blood. It's hard to tell because it is a young child, whether it's emaciated or it's just skinny. I mean, the clothes it's wearing are very baggy, so you can't really see much from underneath.
It's not yet a regret scenario.
No.
But I have some soap if you want.
He just keeps struggling trying to get out from underneath you.
In the old snack pocket.
Yep.
Want some food?
He stops struggling, but he doesn't take the food. He's sort of like looking at you warily from like out of the corner of his eye because he's still trying to hide his face a bit.
That's not suspicious at all. Alright, put the food in your pocket. I'll grab the torch and I'll plant it as best I can around.
As you, because you reach it up above your head and like try and get it like on top of him, and as you like go to bring it down, he flinches away and sort of closes his eyes, and then.
I mean, that's entirely fair.
Yeah.
But,
You from his perspective, you look like you're about to put it through his head.
I'm a goblin too. That's just down to the middle. That's racist. Shit. I mean, sorry. Yeah.
But yeah, after a couple of seconds of him not being
I
clocked,
want the torch freestanding.
your torch is now freestanding.
Cool.
Yep, your hands are free.
Alright, I'm gonna take the knee off and try and like sort of roll him over so I can even look at him.
Okay, the second you start to take pressure off the knee, he tries to bolt out from underneath you.
I've got two hands. So
That's fine. So roll an athletics or an acro. No, it will be an
it's the
athletics
same
test.
either way. I'm pretty sure it's the same.
Yep.
Yeah, it's the same. So, total of 28 for another 20. Just expert.
So he rolled an 11, -2.
Pretty sure I'm winning.
Yeah, so there's that second where you let the pressure off the knee and he tries to bolt out from underneath you and you just sort of grab him like the scruff of the neck. Yeah.
That's how he's facing. This is all like demonized and fucked up.
No.
No.
No demon eyes, just covered in filth and there's blood over his face from where it's either a cut or a bump, something from...
I have a bandage!
No, you don't.
Oh no, I don't! The bastard stole it. Oh.
You had a bandage.
Yeah, I had a bandage.
We forgot to take it from his stupid dead
Yeah,
horse.
I know. That was my only bandage. That was a good bandage. We should probably get that looked at. We've got a fire if you want to sit down and still food.
He's just staring up at you terrified. Doesn't say anything.
No, stuff the food back in your pocket. I'll grab the torch. I'll be like, come on, give us your hand. We'll go see my friends. And I'll grab his hand and sort of,
Yep.
whether he struggles or not, which I'm assuming he
So, as soon as you grab his hand and then sort of let the pressure off it, like let him sort of stand up, he tries to run away.
Oh, I'm holding on.
Yeah, but...
There's nothing
Yeah.
gentle about it. I'm
Yeah,
not
but
trying
you've
to
got like,
his arm, but-
you're not holding his hand, you're like got him around the wrist,
Yeah.
and you're like pulling him back towards camp, he's like... And he's like trying to pull away from you, but yeah, it's not doing it. So, you drag him back to camp.
Who's good?
All the three of you roll me fortitude save.
Ooh, a natural 1.
Ah!
Natural 20.
Ah!
I am taking the night off.
So you instantly wake up to the sounds of struggling.
Shut up! I'm trying to help you. I know I said I wouldn't help anyone,
15.
but
Grab axe.
Yeah. You can see Kak'Kra'Ran walking in from outside, just from around a tree. Seems to be dragging what looks to be a small human child behind him.
What?
hold this for a second. Shut up! I'm trying to help. Fucking take it!
Take what?
The kid.
Right.
Right, if anyone asks, you helped, not me, because I said I wasn't going to help anyone anymore. Also, I found this.
Axe down. What the fuck were you doing out in the forest in the middle of the night?
I was looking for that.
Not you.
Oh.
He is visibly shaking at this point.
He seems to have hurt himself too.
Yep.
Right, hang on. You hold this.
Every time there's a chain, he tries to pull away from you, and yeah.
Shut up, stop.
So, sit him down.
Sit down, sit.
Roll me another athletics test.
21 total.
Yeah.
For a pitiful 13. Oh,
He rolled 15.
just do the old
Which one is that?
twist the arms so you just...
Yeah. You basically just sort of twist his elbow and then put your other hand on his shoulder and sort of force him down. And he just begrudgingly sits down.
Food?
Still doesn't take it.
Have you thought that maybe he can't speak your language?
Kak'Kra'ran's speaking in common, I would
Yeah,
Doesn't mean the
it's
kid
not, it's
speaks
not a
it.
goblin.
Yeah.
If it's not a goblin speaks common, that's exactly how it works.
100%. Alright, so what's the seal doing?
Wolf pelt.
Yep.
Cool. Wild empathy.
What?
Oh, child!
Roll your survival test.
Children are basically wild animals.
Yeah,
Cool. 10.
10? You'd like put the pelt over his shoulders and you like try and make some calming noises or something like that. Something like you'd use for like an intelligent animal, like a wolf, or maybe like something like something that has more intelligence than your common like cow. Nothing seems to work. He's just shaking, staring between you two.
You want to hold this? I'll go see if there's any more.
No. Sit down. Shut up. Don't fucking move, or I'll cut off your arms and shove them right up your ass.
Roll an intimidate.
Cool, that's much better. 22.
Yep. As soon as you say that, he stares at you with like wide eyes and immediately just sort of drops his head and sits there.
Right.
Should we tie it up?
No.
Alright.
Good. Now. Here. Eat this.
Takes it.
It's alright.
Doesn't say or do anything.
Answer. Good. Can you talk? Okay. But you can understand what I'm saying. Right. Fuck. Wake up the princess.
Grab a rock. She's up a tree, what do you want me to do?
That. Roll a ranged attack. Yep.
15.
15 definitely hits.
Cool.
Roll 1d4, add your strength. No, it's trust me.
Where's my strength? That's what I was trying to work out. Strength is, I believe, 2. So there's a total of 4.
So you take 4 non-lethal damage as a rock hits you in the head.
In the head.
And then you fall over a tree. For 23 points of damage.
You never said you tied yourself up.
Is it?
No,
is
she
it?
did. She's tied herself.
So sorry, you said 4.
Non-lethal.
Ouch.
Yeah. Bang.
I would wake up straight away.
Oh yeah, definitely.
We found a thing. I'm gonna go see if there's any more.
Kak'Kra'Ran, did you just do that?
Yeah, I found it. I'm gonna go see if there's any more.
Azula, can you please come down here?
I'm gonna head off into where the kid was in the
Yep.
bushes.
No dramas. Roll perception test.
Oh, come on, son.
Kak'Kra'Ran found the
Yeah,
child.
I have no armor already.
No, that's fine. So
20. No, 21. Yes.
finally did it.
Yeah, I can
The
probably
kid hasn't
see.
been following you around for the last 4 hours at all.
Don't worry about it.
It's fine, don't worry about it. Yeah, so in what I assume is a furious state, you climb down the tree.
Yep.
And then immediately lock eyes on Lucille with a small child sitting next to him on the ground.
Oh, dear.
No, child. Human, probably.
What did you guys do to it?
That's for you.
Found it.
What do you mean? What did we do to him? He
He's
found it.
injured.
Roll a 42 test.
I go to the child and I heal
Before
him with my healing ability.
Yep.
Oh yeah, you can do that.
Yeah, I can lay on hands.
Yeah. So you feel it heal some minor damages, but it doesn't seem to do anything near enough as you would be expecting to if it was taking some serious damage.
14.
14? You would wake up at this point.
Do not have enough focus. Yes, I have enough focus points.
Tell me what I do.
Oh,
It can't be my watch already. Azula, what?
It's Kak'Kra'Ran wearing a dress.
Yeah, why is Kak'Kra'Ran wearing a dress? Like, there's literally just a Kak'Kra'Ran-sized bundle wearing a thing of fur that you are standing over with Lucille. It's like, what? What's wrong with Kak'Kra'Ran? Why is he sitting here like that?
I'm ignoring him because I'm with the kid.
That's fine.
Off in the trees and
I'll
bushes.
boil some water or something.
What's happened, little boy?
Is
Oh, he
it
can't
really?
talk.
What do you mean?
He literally can't talk.
Oh,
Dumb as a bag of rocks.
Well, that sounds like Kak'Kra'Ran.
could you open your mouth, darling? Does he have a tongue?
No.
Okay, he's a tongue. Okay, just not anything. Is there something weird about him, Lucille? I tried when I healed him. There was something blocking.
Yeah, it might be the head wound.
No, it's not that it was blocking. It's just that there wasn't any real damage to you.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you healed a tiny little bit of damage,
Yeah.
i.e. where he bang, gnarly, brained him over the back of the head with a torch. Other than that, he seemed to be fine.
Alright.
You know, health-wise, not damage-wise.
Oh, Ka'Ra, oh, good, you're up. Are you able to clean him with your magic? It
Come
was
over
a child that has been
Foxy.
found.
I'm just like, come over the kid and just kind of like sit down.
He looks terrified.
I wonder why. No idea why. I shouldn't have done it.
Of course,
Right,
he can't
right.
talk in the middle of the forest, in the middle of nowhere with a bunch of weirdos. That's us, by the way.
Yes, but need to know what happened to him, where his family is.
Good luck finding out that. Unless you're a mind reader.
No, but there are other ways.
I don't like the sound of that.
Hello, little one. My name is Ka'Ra. I am not here to hurt you. Okay? I'm going to use my magic to make you clean. Is that okay?
Answer her. Good boy.
I'm assuming it's boy. I actually know, I didn't check.
Has the gnome terrified you
Humans all
into
the same.
submission?
Submission might not be.
Please answer me.
You don't need to answer that.
Yeah, right. I'll tell you that later.
Okay. Tell you what. Have a Floxy.
It's a,
And I just like put the cute little thing. It's like, she likes pets. She is soft and warm. And she will protect you from aggressive gnomes.
I'm not aggressive. I just exist in a hostile
It was a
world
promise.
filled with fucking assholes.
He just sort of sits there. He doesn't pay any extra attention to Floxy or anything. He just sits there and eats the food that he's been given.
Yeah. I'll press the vegetation and clean.
Yep. It is going to take you a while.
Yep. We'll also do
Could you focus on the head here? I think I see some injuries, and as she's doing that, then
Yeah.
we'll have a closer look at him.
Actually, yeah, it's probably gonna be like, yeah, animal water skin.
Mhm.
This is water.
He takes it, drinks, and then drinks more.
Do it slow, or you make yourself sick.
He doesn't pay any attention.
This
He
bastard.
starts drinking and he's coming out the sides.
wasteful bastard. Never been to the desert, have you? Oh, I'm not there, never mind. Sorry.
So yeah, you go out into the forest and are unable to find any other signs of life.
No, I was about to say no tracks, but with a survival of -1, unless they slap me in the face.
You'd find the back to the place where the the scuffle took place.
Yeah.
But you don't know enough about survival or, tracking in the wild to be able to pick up any specific tracks.
Nothing left behind, no items left behind the bush rivers.
Nothing.
No, cool, alright. I'll wander back over. Pretty sure it's the only one.
Are you from close by?
Yeah, just over there, that bush.
I meant his family.
Oh.
Where he's from.
I'll just see.
I'm happy to aid you if you want to help try and calm him down with diplomacy.
He's calm.
That's
He is sedate, he is fine.
sedate and calm are two very different things.
Well, in my presence, he should feel less fear.
Huh. That's great.
Yes. One less.
Bit less fear.
Well, for that to take effect, he'd have to view you as an ally, and it's probably not the case at the moment.
That's true.
You a +2 for the assistance. Actually, sorry, I need you to roll diplomacy first.
I do the opposite of helping.
No.
Did you roll that one?
I rolled now.
It's almost as if he's had a previously bad experience with the goblin.
Yeah.
Not that we'd ever know, we shouldn't look
No.
at it.
Yeah.
Sorry.
So, not that you're aware, but you will take a -2.
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah, goblins. Well.
I'm an expert. That's only a +8 still. So that is minusing the 2 is a 10.
10 total?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh.
He doesn't seem to open up at all,
No.
but he also doesn't seem to get any worse.
Right. Alright.
He's just sort of... The best way you probably have to describe it, he just seems to have shut down.
That would be shock.
Yes.
Or trauma.
Charge.exe has stopped functioning.
Shock and trauma.
Alt control delete fixes everything.
Debug.
Task manager will end this project.
So it'll probably be about this time you'd come back from your searching in the forests.
Oh, yeah, that's the only one. I didn't find any more.
Oh, Ka'Ra, could you stay with the child for a bit? Thank you. Kak'Kra'Ran. I attempt to slap.
Do I get,
Straight
do I
ahead.
get a reflex save?
So it'll be an attack from you.
Yep.
Have a go.
Unarmed.
Unarmed. Yeah. That is 16.
Ha!
No, I missed. Yeah.
No? Which means it hits you, but it just doesn't leave any damage. It's probably... She didn't get a good solid slap on you. You more dodged out of the way, and it just hit you in the shoulder. Something
Good
like
girl PvP. You what? The hell I do?
That is for throwing a rock at me.
Oh,
And
Lucille,
blood
don't
is
wake
still-
you up.
Yeah, there's still a little bit of
With
blood.
blood like that.
Coming
You
down.
decided to sleep up a tree. I was told to wake you up. I couldn't climb that. Okay.
I have seen you, of course.
I said probably.
No. Roll exception test.
That's a d20. Well, here we go. I've never used this section before. I think that's inventory. That's not it.
Because you factually know that you could have quite easily...
16. I didn't have time. There was potential threats around. It was a 16.
That's... You can kind of see where it's coming from.
I still believe you could have just yelped my name.
Would you have woken up? Maybe. Would a rock wake you up? Definitely. Better safe than sorry. What if there was 50 more of them out there waiting to jump us? You want to be like, oh, princess, are you awake? Here's some breakfast. No, we're busy. Potential threats.
Okay. And that's the point where he loses you. There's no way a 6-year-old is a potential threat.
50 of them could have been.
Children are big.
For you.
Yeah.
Kak'Kra'Ran, in the future, if you do this again, we'll have problems.
Maybe sleep on the ground like a normal person.
I believe something, but that is not it.
Still should
So,
shit
so
on
what
his
you're
head
saying
like
is use
this.
a dart next time.
I guess trying to help wash off the child.
Have to check if weapons.
It'll take you a little while, but whilst you're going through the process of trying to calm him down, you'll also be going through doing prestidigitation, so take probably about 10-15 minutes to go through all of that, but you will eventually get there.
Azula, do you, the village people said something about carrying multiple sets of clothing. Do you do that?
I do.
Do you have like something more appropriate for a small child than just a night shift?
Oh, I have some shoes.
You could not clean it?
I cleaned it. That doesn't mean that they want to
It's
be.
still very, like, torn and
But you can remove the filth from the a worn pillowcase. It doesn't make it a traveling set of clothing.
Yes. We do have the wolf coat, which you so graciously gave him, Lucille.
They lent.
Just trying to think how it works size-wise, but I've got
nothing you can speak in.
No.
You could probably use one of your shirts to
Yeah.
replace
I
the
say,
shift.
just grab your cloak,
Yeah.
wrap it up.
Yeah.
It's not a baby.
No, but that he can't move his arms.
No, that is something, yeah. No.
So yeah, then I'll pull the rope back out. But what?
Allude. I am a bad person.
Straight to jail.
Yes. Alright. I'll go get one of my shirts.
Yep.
Ocean, your name. I have this. Could you please put it on?
He's not looking at you. He's just staring at the ground, basically. Like he'd be sitting there like this, and occasionally taking bites and just staring at his face.
Hey, toes
It's
are
clean now, though.
This is what we like to refer to as a defeated person.
Yes.
So,
No, we're past the defeated step. He is completely.
It's called dissociation.
Yep.
Right.
so he's
My old
malleable.
Completely not there.
Nope.
But sort of there.
His brain.
Do you mind if we get you changed?
He doesn't answer it.
Well, I'm like physically trying. About to.
He doesn't stop you.
As well.
Okay.
Don't ask, demand.
Just do.
No. He's obviously in some sort of traumatic state.
Yeah,
But
he
be
won't
gentle.
respond to gentle. He'll respond to do this.
That'll make it worse.
Oh yeah, we'll do it worse. Yeah, sure. Well,
I mean,
He pulls out the arm.
thank you. Hold the hand, get the rag thingy, right, in the hot water.
I've
we've been
cleaned him
cleaned.
off.
Doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Right. Out there. Down. 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 You've never bathed a person before.
No, I haven't.
Well, it's a good time to learn. Take this.
Wait, he doesn't need
Out.
one.
Take.
I'm about to change him into.
That. Gotta be warm first.
I have soap.
I have another idea for that. The cloak. You could use your prestige to make the cloak a bit warmer, correct?
And assuming this is about the process of making them actually physically feel clean before putting them into something new.
Yes.
Listen to Lucille.
Hey, kids like magic, right?
You ain't spent a lot of time around children before, have you? Don't answer that.
Either answer is bad.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. I was also going to use like a cloth to help kind of like just.
Alright.
Kids like magic, right?
Hold the hand.
Yeah.
Right.
Kids like
From the top. Down.
No.
Gentle strokes.
No.
No.
Repeatedly. Over the same area multiple times. Remember to rinse off the thing in the water. Just squeeze. Let it soak up some more. Try again.
Right. Do we take off what he's wearing first?
Yep. No. You tell him to do it.
I tried. He didn't do that.
But you asked.
It's like, right, that, off.
You're holding both of his hands.
Yeah.
He just sort of starts shaking a little bit as he looks around, like really concerned.
Right. We are bathing you to get you clean. Right. Don't run away.
You won't get far.
Good. Take that off.
Yeah, he takes it off.
Good.
It's on the ground in front of him.
Put the wolf thing back over so it doesn't freeze.
Yeah.
Like, do the exposed parts. Clean top, down. Top to end. all the way around, all the way over.
Right.
Look for wounds. Look for scarring.
Oh.
Look for bite marks.
Right. Okay.
When they take off the pelt, I want to check his back to see if there's any like scars
Yeah,
from
no,
like slave scars, basically.
No slave scars. No whip scars, no, from manacles that would have been around his neck or anything like that. Nothing like that.
Cool. Yeah, I'd help with the.
Are you sitting him back down while you're doing his arms?
Sorry?
Are you sitting him back down while you're doing his arms?
Yep.
Okay.
Give him something to sit on.
By the time you probably got down to the end of his arms, he's asleep.
That was I was going to put him in a bed next.
Well, now it'll be easier.
He's not very heavy.
Kak'Kra'Ran, where's your bedroll?
Here it is.
Thank you, Ka'Ra.
Hold on. No, it's clean. Oh wait, the smell.
Lavender.
There you go. Lavender is soothing.
That's the worst.
You don't have to be near it.
No, Lucille says it's the worst for different reasons.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hendo's allergic to lavender.
Oh right.
No.
And other reasons too.
Yeah, other reasons.
Other reasons too.
Yeah.
Okay, well then, peppermint is also soothing.
Not for
It's
sleeping.
only something that probably Lucille would mention.
Yeah.
And I don't even know if she'd really mention it.
Just, no, not that.
Yeah, cool.
Alright.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, finish off
Yeah.
with his sleeps and then I'll
Dry him off first.
So he's got the cut, or it might have been a bump, it's hard to tell because it's a bit old. It looks like it's mostly healed actually, which, well, not healed, but it's like,
Scabbed over.
it's getting to the point where it's already scabbed over, so it's probably usually 4 or 5 days old. He's got one on the back of his head that you both noticed, but that looks fresh, but it doesn't also look like it was done with any intent to hurt him other than to stop him from fleeing or something like that.
It's just a random bump in the
I think must have tripped.
Apart from that, there's no other marks on him anywhere. He does look a little malnourished, like you can see his ribs, but also it wouldn't take him long to get in that state, like he's only young, so.
And they burn through food.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. So you're guessing he's probably been out here a couple of days.
Detect magic.
Detect magic. Don't get any magic on him.
Cool.
Right.
Alright, you can go back to bed now. Thank you.
Well, we need to discuss what we're going to do.
We'll do that in the morning.
Very well. How much time has passed?
Probably about an hour.
Kak'Kra'Ran is still on watch.
Alright.
Yeah, you would have been, this would be hour 2 into your second watch.
Yeah. So why don't you spot it on your watch? Oh, you don't have one yet, never mind. Yes, you did.
I already did my watch.
Yeah, so why didn't you see him? Obviously not watching very well.
He wasn't there.
Yes, must not have been that.
He was asleep when I found him.
Right. Where did you find him?
Over in the bushes, well, I told you earlier.
How far in the bushes? He's asleep, but he wasn't moving.
I saw him.
Right. Do you know how he got his injury?
I don't know, dude, sleeping in the bushes.
That is a valid excuse.
Rather friendly.
You saw him?
Child sleeping in the bush.
Okay, well,
Tripped and fell.
Just saying, doesn't sound like I'm one who needs practice on watch.
just, so, Kak'Kra'Ran, on watch, we also need to make sure the child doesn't run away, like
Oh, you won't
previous
go
watch.
You won't go to me.
We don't want you to hurt him.
Well, I didn't hurt him bringing him back, did I?
Not that we know of.
I didn't bite him. It's fine, he's still got back his ears.
No,
Yes.
no, my eyes. You can't confirm that.
And don't wake him for watch.
Probably a good thing you don't.
I just look at you like you're an idiot now, I am.
I was like, well, I hadn't even thought of that.
I actually didn't. I wish I did.
Look, it's not the first time.
I've never woken a small child who is starving to go and watch. That I recall.
Right. Well,
Anyway.
don't have. Right. Okay.
Stop.
I'm going back up into the tree. If you need me, just yell my name.
Right.
Don't need to throw a rock at me.
Well, if you don't wake up when I call you, I might have to.
At least don't aim in my face.
I wasn't aiming, I panicked.
Just
Sleep
aim
well.
better.
There you go.
You go.
Lucille will be the one to look after the kid while he's asleep.
Mm-hmm.
So the position him so Lucille's kind of back up against a tree thing over the front of a kid's head on her lap is probably not the right word because
Yeah. but-
legs.
Yeah. So you'd probably be lying there, like up like that with your legs crossed in front of you like that and have
Yep.
his legs on your ankles, have his head on your ankles or something.
Further up, probably on the
Right.
because that way you can stroke his head.
I think that's my plan.
Mm-hmm.
I was going to crawl in the sack with it. Just to spite these two.
I mean, I'm not using mine.
Yeah. Yeah, we... Not so much for dick.
Wait a minute.
That's
Take
not
it.
a thing.
I know what I said.
Yeah, exactly. Yes.
When they pop the child in the bedroll, I'll use prestidigitation just to warm it up, that instinct, because you know what it's like when you're camping and you hop in a cold bed and trying
It's
to...
delightful.
It's horrible if you don't like the cold.
It's about 30 seconds where the coldness like, now it's warm and now it's too damn hot.
Oh no, for
No,
me it's
yeah.
hours of freezing unless there's another person there.
Yeah.
Nope, not for me.
Yeah, so I'll like come over and hold us like, would you like me to leave Foxy with you to help keep him warm too?
Sorry, had a mouthful. It's like, hey, she can sleep on his front.
Yep. Okay.
Is the child in fact a boy?
The child is in fact a boy.
Cool.
We made certain.
I didn't.
It was kind of obvious during the cleansing process.
Yes.
Oh yeah, that's
And,
right.
sorry.
He's 6. He's probably, well, if you say he looks like he's about 6, he's probably been bathed like that.
Yeah.
I thought you said he looked about 8.
No, 6.
Okay.
Cool. So, you eventually get back to sleep. About an hour will pass and it'll be around the time when your watch should be coming to an end, Kak'Kra'Ran.
Who was I supposed to work on next? That one.
The kid.
No! Oh,
It was actually me.
yeah.
You need... Your turn. I was going to get a stick back from the wallet for that exact rate. So wow, fuck, it's fine.
You know she's right.
Yes.
Azula,
Yes.
you're lying to me.
Yes.
He has that scared and somewhat confused look in his eyes, I take it. I don't know what I'm doing, but usually if I just say yes, it's fine.
I'm aware that yes is the correct answer, I'm just not sure what the question was or why. Right, what again?
That you need to atone for your actions.
I did 2 shifts. And got the fire going,
You did.
eventually.
You did.
I also found the
That thing.
child.
Mhm.
I was going to say scavenger, but I don't think it's stolen anything yet. Yet. It's a child. Being hit. I
Kak'Kra'Ran,
did a proper job of watch. Stairs up at the tree.
we're heading to a very dangerous city. And the consequences of your actions will be a lot more severe than they have been up until now. My job is to keep you alive. But I can protect you from your...
I fixed sort of a shield, and I found a spy.
You broke a shield.
I tried to...
You broke a shield by using my things without asking, and you knew that I could fix them for you.
You were sleeping. You were both sleeping, I was awake, so I'm like, I won't bother with it, I'll have it go myself. I can punch through a shield, so I can punch one back into shape.
On face value, what you did was not that bad. You tried to fix a shield, yes?
Well, yes. And I did break it, but that was before I tried to fix it. But yes.
But you didn't look at what else was happening.
You
What
were
else?
sleeping, which is why I went out the back so I'd make less noise.
The what else it could affect. You need to take the time to stop and think about the consequences of your actions, or you will be dead.
If I had to stop
Before
and think, it would have gotten away.
You will be dead before you have the chance to fulfill your prophecy. You are the chosen one, and you need to be stronger. You need to be smarter. At the moment you are making stupid mistakes. Don't grumble at me like that. We are in a different land. There are only 2 of us. Of goblin kin here. You cannot rely on our cousins or uncles or family to protect you anymore. And I can only do so much when you make stupid mistakes. Azula is trying to help you. She is trying to help you make better choices. Stop being so pig-headed. You cannot fulfill the prophecy to be the greatest goblin ever lived if you get yourself killed by townsfolk with pitchforks for idiotic actions. You are meant to be better than this. No, I would be ashamed. Thank you for finding the child and not hurting it too badly. Go get some sleep and don't shit on Azula's stuff.
The only thing you truly care about.
But that was my first goal, to achieve greatness. To be the goblin to shit the biggest shit.
Just so many things going through my head, but I'm like, no, I'd be quiet. Trying so hard not to say so many things.
What, that Kak'Kra'Ran would or that Luke would?
Yeah. Feels like a watch.
Alright.
It's like nothing else is happening.
Just a weird outside.
Just that uncomfortable stare of a disapproving parent, just like...
Don't go to bed yet?
You've been told to go to bed, so.
If I want her to leave, so I'm calling her back.
I figured that was going to be the point, so. Yeah. Roll perception test. At -2.
Okay.
She keeps staring at him with disapproval.
Oh, it's just waiting for him to leave. Yeah. Wouldn't matter anyway.
Yeah.
Nat 20!
Nothing else happens for the rest of the evening. The child spends most of it sleeping. You do notice though that they twitch a lot. Like, constantly.
Like nightmares?
Yeah. Nightmares or something, but they're not sleeping very well.
Where does he go to sleep?
He crawls into your sleeping bag.
Oh, if I was about to say, if you continue staring at me, then I'll just sort of, and then sort of shuffle more towards the fire and curl up near the fire. And sort of crack one eye. Bag it, use as a pillow.
Alright.
After an hour, I put a blanket over him.
No worries.
And that is where the story ends for this episode. Thank you for joining us on this part of our adventure. Stay tuned for more adventures next time, and don't forget to spread the word.